Hello, hello, hello. Just need to check something. Sorry about this. Um, don't know what's going on with YouTube. Okay, we're all good. Right, hope you're all good. Backing out of all, obviously. A lot has changed since last time. Last time we were working here. Obviously, I've done this. I've done all this over here. Um, got the little mine decals DLC. Which mine down here to get like a little road built to go down to the bottom so we can get machinery up here. But right now we need money, so I'd like to maybe see if we can find something that has loads of material in it, just so we get a bit more money, and that's the plant down there as well that I built. And yeah, I'd like to get back in the rhythm of it, obviously, but I just, you know how YouTube goes. You do it so hard, you get repetitive, bored of it, but then you also miss it when you don't do it. So, yeah. Right, put the road up here, program. I know this way of mining that I'm doing right now ain't really, the funnest or the easiest or whatever. But it's the only way because I've got no rock truck or nothing, so it's gonna have to work. I'll just dump and delete the dirt until we actually get up to the top where it will work. Get rid of this one. There we go. Beautiful. So I hope all is well. Hope you all enjoying Out of Ore. Pretty good game. Since it's a newer game in the mining sector of games, it's pretty good. Oh, I'm trying to get back in the rhythm of this YouTube stuff, but I just kind of got worn out from it, from that massive amount of what we did like a year ago or whatever. It kind of burnt me out. How come I'm not playing Neon Beta? Well, the reason why I'm not playing the beta mainly is I like it. It's a good progress and all, but I I feel like it's been pushed out too early, in my opinion. It's I know it's a beta. It's got too many issues for me to even record or play on it, let alone to even just be able to move around on it. I just get really bad performance from it, so I had to step back from the beta and go back onto the standard. But I mean, I've played it. It looks good and all. I just think it's been rolled out a bit too early because I know he promised a date on it and people were holding him accountable for that date after it got delayed for like months and months and months. But at the same time, it hasn't really done us any favours. If you catch what I mean. Like, it just feels like I know it's a beta and all, which doesn't really like run from what I was expecting it, but the machines do look amazing, and the dirt feels good as well. So I mean, that's what I'm looking forward to. I just don't want to like ruin the beta when it comes out for me personally, because if I do that, it'll just be one of those games. Alright, well, this is like that. It's broken and nothing's been fixed or whatever. I'm gonna step back away, or you know what I mean? Yeah, I just feel like for me to even play on it, I don't mind playing on beta. I played on the beta before when the game first came out. That wasn't bad when he first added the dirt lock and stuff. But I just found like I just didn't want to ruin it because that update is what I've been looking forward to for months, and I just don't want to ruin that update for when it comes out for me and for my play experience because really good progress from what it was a year ago. You would have never thought how fast he's actually done it, and it looks really good. It's just the little hiccups you get with it, but that's like everything. I probably should start running this day. But obviously, when people hold developers accountable, it doesn't do us any favours at all. Been a little while since I actually played Outlaw. I think the last time, other than the other day, was what I probably played a few months ago. So it's just a little. I remember everything about it. I just, you know, never know when stuff changes. Stuff can change out of the blue. You don't even notice it. I'm glad he didn't give up on it. So, you know, if he gave up on this game, I think the mining game was going to die. We needed a new one. Gold Rush is too old. Developers seem money hungry on that one. So, that's, you know, skip for me. You know, why work on a game that's so old? Nearly, what, 8, 7 years old? Be one of them. And put a DLC out that's broken. That's what don't make sense to me. But, you know, I guess they have to do what they have to do to get money. But pretty scummy. But I don't mind supporting Christian when he's doing this. It's because it's you actually know he's actually going to return it. Because of he didn't have to give everyone a copy of the game, whoever bought whatever it's called. He didn't have to give anyone a copy for it, but he did. So I mean, Cat is working on one, are they? That'd be interesting. I just feel like there needs to be more games in the mining. Everyone, we've got Call of Duty, they're dying off, let's be honest. They've had their time. GTA is getting too old now, you can actually start feeling the server lag. Online. Even in single player, you feel the server lag. Farm Simulator, you know, it gets the same old, and I've played that game for a long time. It gets repetitive, but I'm still a supporter of the game. It just needs to be, you know, updated. It needs to have Unreal Engine. Giant's engine has hit the max limit of it. The only reason that game is still around is because of the modders, so if it wasn't for that, then Farm Simulator would have died a long time ago. Interesting to see what Cat's one looks like. Hopefully, maybe if it's going to be like their simulation training they do. So I know they have one of them in Perth. But you know, could be good, it could be bad. You never know. Right now for FS for me, I've got 22 1988.7. Farm Simulator 19 was 2000 and something. But I mean, I've played that whole game for my whole childhood pretty much. Farm Sim 15, I played it. It was good, but obviously But you notice from Farm Sim 15 to 17, there was a little jump up. Nothing really changed much with the mechanics other than a few new features. And what graphics changed slightly, but it was still running the same engine. It was just an updated engine. They keep pushing those game engines back, just to get as much money as they can out of it before they have to buy a new one or make a new one. But I mean, that engine it's done its job. It needs to be retired. It's been around since the start, so it's either that or they're just going to keep for the next Farm Sim. They're just going to keep like milking it. It's more likely what's going to happen. Yeah, I played a lot of Farm Sim in my day. But like, I still like it to this day. I still play it, but I just find myself like struggling to sit there hours upon hours doing the same old thing over and over. And it doesn't really help that all the really good modders and like mappers, like Bullet Bill, we stopped mapping for maps and stuff Farm Sim 19, but he's back. But obviously his work's taking a little bit longer because of like A, don't rush your work, you get good quality out of it. B, you know, he works full time, whatever, you know. But we used to get so many detailed maps back in 17 and 15. 19 was good. Yeah, 82 Seniors has actually done quite a lot. I remember when he first did F250 pickup truck, like in 19, that was a really good mod. 22, he's actually done quite a lot. He's built a big gap, like bridged the gap, not built. So I mean, he's done quite good. Alright. But at the same time, I mean, if it wasn't for modders, Farm Sim wouldn't be where it is. I find the wheel loaders work so much better than the dozers putting in a road. The dozers, they just don't seem to have any power. And I know it's more likely being fixed or whatever, but last time I played, like, I was struggling with the biggest dozer in the game to even push a little lip off like a ramp. Yeah, 82's done quite a lot for the Farm Sim community. Same with Alien Jim, his maps are pretty good as well. It's just obviously, it's fair enough modders come and go all the time. Like, we've got the original people from Farm Sim 15 that did the GPS script, or whenever, how long they've been doing that. They were gone, they went to work for Catalog Crops years ago. So Wopster took that over, that was good. He's a good modder. But, like, you can't just keep milking the same game engine out of a game constantly. Like, Unreal is I know Unreal is good. It costs a lot of money, and obviously Farm Sim, they don't want to do that, but let's be honest. They've made millions of dollars off people constantly rebranding it and just adding little new features, upgrading the graphics, slight little tweaks, really bad performance. Nothing's been really changed. And you can tell, because it's still got the same bale physics as Farm Sim 17. So, yeah. But I love Farm Sim. It's been a good game, and I played it pretty much my whole life. That was one of the first games I ever played. That, Spin Tires, and the original Euro Truck I played. And then 2016, end of 2016, Farm Sim 17 came out. And that was really good. And that was back when I was on a console. So I had a PC, like a little laptop, but that blew up. So I went to console, and I met some amazing people on there, and I'm still friends with those people to this day. So, you know what? I'm glad from that. And yeah, but I'm also glad that I came back to PC, right, 2019, when I had my first tower PC built. That actually kind of saved it for me. But with the way of how the gaming industry is going right now, I don't really know of what's going to be happening. Like, what's that one company called? Not U, is it Ubisoft? I think it is. But pretty much, they've been taking people's games away because they removed them off stores and stuff, and they can remove it out of it. So when you buy a game copy, you don't own it with them. Maybe another company, but I know Ubisoft kind of get into that really woke shit. But you know, that's a topic for another day. For this little loader though, it does a really good job. Like, it feels kind of like the next size up, which is, I think, which was that new one which got added into that flat map, or the quarry map. That was a good loader, I like that one. But it's the same cubic yards in the bucket, so it's not really worth getting. So, yeah, like, the way these game companies are going nowadays, the greed has gotten insane. Obviously, the CEOs don't give a shit. So, it's kind of good that we got a game developer for Out of War that is, like, not in a big franchise like Code Horizon was back in the day or whatever. Yeah, I like the big excavator as well. It's pretty good. All of them are. They feel good. From when I was playing the beta, the 300 feels nice, and the Zero Swing, that feels great as well. That's like look like a Hitachi. But you know, I mean, I would play on the beta if it wasn't just so like unoptimized for the moment. I know it's a beta and all. Good progress, I feel like, but I feel like it could have been done, like, finished properly, and then the update would have been out, and it wouldn't be a beta. And it would have been all good. It's just like Final Fantasy 17. Hello, people. It's probably got paid, I have the fright plant. Sorry about that. Yeah, the 400. 4000's my baby. Yeah, that's a pretty good one actually, I like that. I loved all the open mining equipment. Yeah, I feel like it just wasn't really ready, and but I can understand from his perspective as well. You got people on Steam, like some of the comments on it was like, you promise a date and you get held accountable. That's the problem with it. So, I mean, I hope he's learnt that now, that like promising dates, and like, yeah, the first delay was alright. I think the second and third one was starting to slowly wear off on people, and they were getting impatient because like it got promised on this day and then it got set back a month, and then another month came by, and then another month. But now we got it. Like what do we expect? Like, it's been a little bit rushed to get out, but it's still great progress from what he's done by a solo developer, which now I think they've got people with him. But he's done a really good job. Could be like Gold Hunters, you know, still early phases, got Split said, using assets that you do to sell it to a game company. That game was the biggest scam going around. They promised all that stuff and it never even came. But yet all their like streamers and stuff like that, they had all the stuff. So I hope Out of War doesn't fall down that trap, but you know, games come and go. I hope it doesn't, but if it does, you know, stuff happens. But so far, Out of War, like that DLC, I was happy buying that DLC because it's actually supported him, because we've had so much free stuff off him. And it was only a few dollars, so. Yeah, exactly. Like, And not just that, he's never really made a game other than Broomberg or whatever that game was called. He was just a modder that worked full-time jobs like the rest of us, trying to earn a living. I don't think people understand that as well, and that can also tie into like how the community in Farm Simulator is as well. But that community has gotten so toxic over the years. It's to the point of where it's not even worth even being in a community or having like a big group of friends on it, because you're more likely going to have arguments. Been there, done that, you know. I've been there, I've had all that stuff happen. I stepped away from Farm Sim community for a reason, because of that. But I'm only in a small like, group of people now. So very small people, and I just stick to myself. But yeah, but being held accountable, kind of you can see it got rushed out, because I reckon he was feeling the stress from it, and I hate saying it because he's done a really good job on this game. But that was the only letdown I had on it personally. I was kind of very disappointed with it when I loaded it in and it was lagging, stuttering, and then I loaded out right. Oh, to see the multiplayer menu, and but I came back into the save. Everything was gone from where I left it. And I know it's a beta and all, but I wasn't really expecting that. Cause the last beta I played for on Outlaw was in the very beginning when the Dirt Lock came out. That was the first beta I ever played. And we played that for like a week, I think. Can't really remember. It was over a year ago, which is insane. But I was kind of expecting that sort of thing. Like it was finalised. You know, barely any issues in it. It just needed some playtime or whatever, because they had to go and work or whatever. But you know, it's a big lesson for the whole community. Don't rush people, so it can be tied back into it. And hopefully, it's a lesson learned for everyone. And you know what? It feels really great to be back streaming Outlaw. I kind of missed it, to be honest with you. But I don't know what happened really. I left school, work full time now. I've got a week left off my break, but then I'm back full time. But like, I was just struggling to balance it between like gaming. I got home and I didn't even want to game. And then I bought a 4-wheel drive, and then you know how that goes. Teenager in a 4-wheel drive, we just want to go 4-wheel driving. So, you know what I mean? But I am actually going to try and put more stuff out more regularly now, just because I actually do enjoy this, and it's great having a good community around you and stuff. It feels really great, and it's really nice when you've got people supporting you and everyone supporting each other. So I do want to get back into it. And plus all the amazing people that I've met from this, that's been one of the most brilliant things I've ever had happen. So I'm really thankful for it. And hopefully, you know, it continues and we have a great time. Even if we don't have like many people watching, I don't care. It's just fun talking to the same people over and over again. It's great. See, I think what I had to do the other day, because I was just stripping the dirt off up here, I had to go down here, and I think 2 months ago, when I last played, I had a mine when this map first came out. Level 70, big excavator, all this stuff. Had this whole, nearly the whole hill cut out, all the way up to those big trees up there. It was all flat and mined, and it was really deep. Yeah, this is one of the better communities so far that I've actually ever been in. Like, people here, like, everyone's a lot more mature. Like, I remember Gold Rush, that was good, but obviously, you had, what, you had, don't get me wrong, kids, they can be nice and annoying at the same time, and I've learnt that from my own experience, because I was a kid at one point, not very long ago, either, but Right, Farm Simulator, that's definitely one of the most toxic communities around in general. Like, it's really bad. Bloody brain. You got people thinking they're better than you, and we're all on the same level. Don't get me wrong, some people are better than you because they can. Well, some of the stuff they make in Blender and stuff, it's amazing. But not everyone can do it. And I used to just be a straight bloody Farm Simulator player. I used to do Farm Sim videos on this channel all the time. And I did good on it, I'm not gonna lie. Like, with the construction side of it, with excavators and stuff, I did really good with it. But I am 17, 18 in 3 months. I probably don't sound like it, um, but yeah, you know, but life's been good. Work full time, doing my apprenticeship now, so it's been really good. Glad I left school. I wish I did it earlier on in life, but you know. I'm probably quite young compared to everyone else. Oh. So I've done quite a little bit of work since I probably last streamed the last day. Like, I remember, I think I only had this cut out here. Yeah, I'm young. I'm on the younger side, but I'm not like too young to realise not realise like harassment and stuff. I've learned from my own experiences from it. So yeah. An old fart. You can't be that old. Let's be honest. Like we're all in this gaming hobby for a reason, because it's an escape from the real world. So I mean, you know what I mean? It's the same old reason for everyone. To get away from the real world, the real stress. It's great fun when you're not bored. When you're bored, you know it's bad. I mean, 34 ain't that really. Yeah, I mean, you're not really old, let's be honest. Wow. 52 and been gaming since the 1980s. Wow. So you've experienced everything then, for the gaming side. Like, everything's changed so much then. Even in the early 2000s, the whole gaming thing was kind of really, like, not really popular from where I come from. But I know it was around, but obviously my parents kept me away from it, and I thank them for it. But especially in the last like 5 to 10 years, the gaming industry has changed. Yeah, exactly. But the whole gaming industry has changed in general. Like, it's been run like a full-on business, and it kind of is a business now, but like it's to the point of where some people are really greedy now, where they just produce like really bad games, like Call of Duty. Now, like, they used to have really good games, but after Cold War and everything after that, it was just a money grab. So that's just the problem, and like, especially with that Farm Sim production DLC, that was from a modern company, Dutch Modern. Alright, what's going on today? But like, Giants published it under their own name on Steam, so they're gonna cop a lot of the issues of how disappointing that DLC was. Like, it was nothing from what it was promised. Everything was broken. It's like it never got tested. But you know, Stuff happens. You live and you learn. I'm just really excited for that new DLC. Oh, as soon as it... But I never played Warzone because of how... Yeah, most indie game developers are hungry for money. It's just a money grab. Like, Call of Duty, anything, any big gaming company that's gone really woke, like, don't get me wrong, I understand it, but at the same time, like, I don't really care for their beliefs. I believe in my own things, and, like, I don't want their propaganda shoved down my throat while I'm playing a game to get away from that exact same thing. Like, that just ruins the whole thing. Yeah, exactly. Go woke, go broke, like Bud Light. And I'm in Australia, and even I know all about that. Like, they made a big mistake. And I feel like the whole all the Western countries, we're all like a laughing state right now to like everywhere else, because of how fucked our countries are getting. Like, there's some people can't even afford to barely live, and they lose it all because of it. I just feel like politics should be left out the gaming industry for a reason. Like, yeah, I can understand it if there's like a politician game or whatever, like whatever it is. Yeah, who cares? Like, cool, do what you want. But when you like start putting like furries and all this ideology on games that kids play. Oh, in Canada? Yeah, I feel bad for you guys. I really do. You guys are a laughing stock, and your country used to be great, but now, ever since Trudeau or whatever his name is, he's been in power for too long. He's looking after the rich too much. But, you know, I'm sure he'll be still in power for the next like 20 years. Hopefully not, but you know what they're like. They cheat all the time. Just like the Labour Party in Australia. They're ruining Australia. Like, our country in Australia, we used to have, everything was cheap. Yeah, it was cheap. You had good pay and all that. But now, like, especially if you're an apprentice like me, I only make 25 grand a year on first year apprentice wage. And for a rego for my car, so it depends on how many cylinders your car has and whatever. So mine's a 4-cylinder. He's gone this year, good. Yeah, so my car's a 4-cylinder. I think, yeah, 4-cylinder I think it is. And on that is how much you pay on your rego. So a 3.2 litre Ford Ranger engine. I pay $995 every 12 months, right, for rego. Every 3 months is 600 if you do that, but I do the 1200 because it just makes sense. Not 12. The 12 months. But honestly, I'm glad he's gone, because the dairy farming over in Canada, like, everywhere, it's bad. Yeah, I know, I'm talking politics, and this is what happens, I get sidetracked. Oh. Yep. Talking about politics when I said it should be left out, gaming. Oh my god. But the Outer Wall community is brilliant. Like, I don't think there's ever been any issues with it. And I'm not in Northern Modern Company Discord for a reason, just because I have issues with people in there. Some old friends that I have issues with, but you know what? I mean, if I didn't have all those issues, I'd be in it. But, you know, from what I've seen in like Splits Discord, everyone in there, everyone helps everyone. Yeah, no problem, mate. Hope you have a good rest of your day or night, or wherever you are. And yeah, thank you for coming by. Oh. Yeah, that ramp is going to turn out real nice. Real beautiful and nice. Just trying to keep everything neat. See you, mate. Have a good day or night again. You know, thank you for coming by as well. Appreciate it. Have we already been streaming for 36 minutes? What the hell? Yeah, streams are the most productive things ever. You don't even realise how much work you're doing until, you know, look down and see what the time is. Oh. You know what? I think we're gonna work to get an excavator and a rock truck, maybe a dozer, and then that'll be great, because I can actually start mining and doing some deep cuts and stuff. Ooh. There you go. I mean, we probably could get an excavator now if I took a loan out, but then I just don't want to be like struggling with a loan to try and pay it all off, because that just becomes a pain in the back. Do I want to like put a slight turn on it, or should I keep it how it is? You know what? We'll get it to a bit more level, and then just flatten it out a wee bit, just a wee bit. You know, just make our lives a bit easier, so we can tell what grade we're on. Alright. That should help a little bit. I love these hand tools, it's so much more nicer. Yeah. So I think we'll keep it going straight. I don't really want to have a road on top of this coal seam though, that's the problem. I could probably bench it. Yeah, bench it. Could access it from the other benches up here as well. I mainly want to be focusing so far on getting the road infrastructure in, and then the pit can start, because that's what I did on the very first series, and that actually worked out really nice. You know what, that first save game, that was probably the best save game I've ever had on this game, other than the last one I had. That was a pretty good one as well, but yeah. Hopefully my mic's not too quiet. Obviously I don't want it too close to my mouth, because it'll pick up the breathing, but hopefully it's not too quiet. It seemed fine the other day, but you know, stuff changes all the time for me. Yeah, there we go, that's better. Beautiful. I thought I'd mine in a different spot as well, because it doesn't seem like there's a lot of veins or stuff here, like coal, lithium and stuff. But I thought it would be just better off me going up here, because I can actually try and hit my goal of hitting bedrock, which I've never mined in this game before. Even though I've played it for a whole year, I've never actually done it. So I thought it would be a nice change to actually try it. Everyone else seems to be doing it, and that's why I never did it originally. But I did miss out on it. Steep. It's getting very steep, Jesus Christ. Bloody hell. Come on. Ah. Very steep now. Getting very unmanageable. This is where an excavator would be nice. Just put myself on a bench up there, you know, ripping it back. You know, the usual sort of stuff. I could also take that little lip off there. That could also help. Also, we still need to build a pond for the wash plant. You know, trying to keep it somewhat realistic, but at the same time, it's an arcade game. But, you know, more fun with it, a bit more detailed. And yeah, I know the plant looks a little bit rough because I ran out of money in the actual save to actually build the rest of it, like I always do. So, hopefully after we're done like running all this sort of material, it should be good. Oh yeah, I need to save the game before anything happens. That would help, wouldn't it? But I'm really looking forward to the mining. The mining in general, with multiplayer, that's going to be amazing. So if you have a big community, like 4, maybe 3 people on it, that still help you out a lot. Right. I think this is what I did in season 3. For me, I did this sort of mining where you put the wood down like this, and it gives you a nice flat base, like everything else here is flat. It's not really cheap to do it this way either, because you have to buy all the materials. But it does work, and it works great. So, I mean, may as well do it, right? Doesn't hurt. We'll knock this lip off here, and maybe we'll put a slight corner and coming from an angle like this. So we've got a little bit of road, and we'll build a wall here. That should work out, hopefully. We'll try and get as much done as possible without like running myself into the ground or the same stuff getting repetitive or whatever. But, you know. Right there, look at that. So much better. Dump this material here, it's just overburden, not really special. There we go, beautiful. Yeah, it's just dirt, so we'll just delete it by dumping it on the floor tiles. But then, obviously, once we have the plant fully set up how I want it to be, we're gonna have to have maybe a tailing chute or whatever and we'll set it up in a certain way so it turns out nice. That's like, we're not even close to doing that yet, so we've still got quite a lot of work cut out for ourselves. But this looks so much better already than how it was. So we'll just put a little platform here, just so we've got something to work off. There we go. Beautiful. God, I never knew I needed to stream again. It's actually been so good. I actually enjoying it now. Obviously I had that really long breaks from streaming as well. That didn't help. Didn't really want to get back into it. But, you know, it's not harming me. May as well do it. You know, I'm playing the game anyway. If I wasn't streaming, I'd just be sitting here for hours by myself, not even socialising or talking to anyone or doing anything. But, you know what? May as well at least socialise with some people than none while you're playing this for like 5 hours a day. Oh, that's got to be a pay dirt in it. Well, whoops. Right. So, take the top layer off again. Come on, power! May as well just run it into a plant, just to see. But yeah, I actually am looking forward to the that beta being like fully out in the game. It's not a beta. It's gonna be great. Multiplayer, new generation machines and physics, dirt. The open beta, no. I've played it, but the main reason why I'm not playing on it in general is it was a like, yeah, it's an open beta, but it was jank for me. Like I loaded in the first time and it was lagging already, and I've never had that issue before. Also, it was I loaded out a game with an X grade on a save game without realising it would be deleted, and it got deleted. So that kind of frustrated me, but I just don't want to ruin the beta for when it comes fully out, because I feel like the beta kind of is rushed, and I hate saying that, but that's how I feel. It feels rushed because the people were holding him accountable for the date that got delayed and delayed and delayed. So yeah, that's why I'm not playing it. But yeah, I mean, I would play it if it was a bit more smoother, like how the first ever beta was for this game, for when we had the dirt lock, which is still a thing for the moment. But I just feel like the beta right now, you wouldn't even really bother streaming on it, to be honest with you. It's that rough of a shape, and then you also have a stream running, which is also sucking, making your CPU or whatever GPU run harder. So I feel like it would probably be going bad, even worse for me as well, because of the NBN, national broadband we have in Australia, which is awful. Like, it's really bad. Can't remember what year it was. I think it was in 2015. No, it wasn't 2015. Maybe 2013. They dug up all the old like fiber cable stuff and replaced this really out of date stuff, and you pretty much lose internet in the night time. So once it hits like 9:30 to 10 o'clock, you're lucky to even be able to watch anything. Especially for where I live as well. And I live near the city, like I'm like 30 minutes away from the city. So I'm not far away, but it's the quality of the network is awful. And also all the storms that we have coming in, it doesn't really help with that either. But I mean, I'd love to play the beta if it was a bit more smoother. I've seen on the patch notes the other day that he knows about a certain amount of issues. So maybe if he fixes it, I may go over to it and jump onto it. But if not, I'm not gonna go and bother. It'll be more like the Dirt Lock thing when it first came out. It'll be like that. I went on the beta, I think it was like a day before it came out, and I liked it, so I was happy because it was finished. And then the Dirt Lock came out like a day later. Just take a little bit here. There we go. Beautiful. But the machines in the beta look amazing. It's like a whole new game. Ooh. Everything's changed so much. Most all the Dozer models are gone. Like there's only like 3 of them, I believe. So I mean, it's kind of better. "51 minutes of streaming. It doesn't feel like 51. It feels like 5 minutes." What's that bump there for? Oh wow. That's actually quite a bad bump. Where is it? There we go. Hopefully that's fixed it. Yep, all good. Ugh. But yeah, I really am looking forward to once that beta is finished and, you know, in the game fully. It'll be great. Hopefully then we'll have multiplayer servers up. So every time we stream or video or whatever, we'll have people in there. That'd be nice. I need to move these barriers back a bit. There's a lot of hay there. That's good. And also with the beta, you lose a lot of dirt if you dump higher, so you have to dump a bit lower, I believe it is. Well, no, dump lower, you lose the dirt through the walls or whatever. So that's also a main reason why I'm not doing it, because it just feels like a waste of time. But if we look back a year ago, to where this game is now, it's done really well, and Christian should be proud of it. So, yeah. Just delete this dirt. I can't be asked to run to the wash plant. And that's one thing I'm hoping for, the wash plant models. I hope it actually becomes a bit more, like, realistic. Because, like, yeah, it's the game, but it went from a decent design when the game first came out to a bit arcadey. Bit too arcadey in my opinion, but it works, and yeah. Which doesn't look right. And I know in Brunberg he had a mobile crusher. I hope he actually adds this into this game, but honestly I doubt it. Unless most of the assets for this game and that game were shared. I don't think they were, but they could be. And I hope he still has that model for that crusher because it looked decent. know what we need to do? I need to get that little nib here. So we'll just push this out a little bit more. Thank God we've got enough materials to do this. This ain't the cheap way of doing it either. It's quite an expensive way just to even be able to strip topsoil and stuff up. Maybe if I hit it with a shovel. Like you do in real life, you just hit everything with a shovel. Yeah, it should maybe take some of the edges off them. It'll look a bit better. Yeah, that looks so much better. Just a little bit rough down here. But nothing a shovel can't fix. That, I'll get that little nib out. And maybe, probably will have to take a line out to even get an excavator. I even doubt we're actually going to be able to get one without having a line. Which kind of sucks. I didn't want a line, but I mean I have to do it, There we go. Okay, that looks so much better. Look at it. There we go. That's better. Yeah. I'm happy with that. Happy. Very happy with it. That's good. I hope as well, maybe later on in the game, when we actually get a map that has like plots of land and stuff, where you actually have to, like the roads, like half the roads are built, like a gravel road and whatever, like it is out in the Yukon. I hope it's like that, but then you have to make your own roads into your own claim. That will be great. We'll just sell what we have here as well, because we need the money. Is that it? 36, 6 grand from that? Oh, that's bad. Oh my god. That's really bad. Oh, my dog's barking as well. That's great. So yeah, obviously I did this bench up here not long ago. Originally I was going to put the plant here, but it just wasn't working out the way I wanted it to. So, yeah. Let's see how this looks so far down here. Probably should start from over here, not that way. Okay. It doesn't look too bad, actually. Who messaged me? Ah, I did get rid of it, damn it. Borrow some 2 concrete blocks over here. There we go. We'll just borrow those 2. Come on. There we go. There we go. Oh. So dramatic for no reason. I need more room. This ramp is actually going to look so good. It's going to look like it's going to be done by a bulldozer when it hasn't. Beautiful. It's actually paid it. I probably should be running it, but jeez, that's actually a shot. You know what would be nice? Track loader. Just saying. Turn on a spot. Or any sort of like skid steer or something. That looks really good payday as well. I'm just throwing it away. Typical moment. There we go. Should help a bit more, a bit more. I also hope once that new update comes out fully, like the multiplayer, you can actually have restrictions on it so people can't troll your servers and stuff. That would be nice, but you know what? We don't get that, we don't get it. You know, you just have to put people you trust on the server. But I don't think the community is like that actually in this game, so hopefully it should be fine. I should be running this payday, but I actually can't get out where I am, so yeah. There we are. Floor tile there just to stop it, just in case. Give this a hit with a shovel. Still pretty steep. I mean, just gonna have to get more cut out here. Yeah, probably around this corner here. I don't even think a rock drop will turn in that corner right now. Throwing away payday, it's always a good feeling. remember back when this game first came out, I actually used to throw all that away because it was just in my way. There we go. Okay, yes. Ah. God. Just throw the paint up back on there. Oh. You'll just keep throwing this away. Totally not money being lost, but you know how it is. Oh god, this looks rough. Come on. Camera. There we go. Hopefully that helps a bit. Come on. Just needs a slight more bit of power, that's all it needs. But I know if I didn't have bulk mode on, it would probably just rip all of this up. Probably do better than Bulldozer, but the lag from it would be like, too much to put up with. Come on. I probably should mine that coal bit. You know what, we'll get a little bit more like, removed here. We'll go back up there to get that coal, because that's actually money that we could actually do with. Probably all leaning into the face of this, but yeah, there we go. Come on. That looks awful, look at it. Down here don't look too bad. Just need to get it up here to get that coal. So it'll be a bit better. It's wanting to do it. Will I regret doing this? Like maxi tramp's gone. There we go. Go on. Come on. Yeah. Recovery boards, yes. Move some of this overlayer here. So, we'll move it from here. Don't need it from here. Hopefully when the update fully comes out, we don't have to restart our save games, because I actually didn't start this, I only started this save like 3 days ago, 2 days ago maybe, can't remember. Pure coal. We remove as much of this as possible, just so we don't waste it. This is actually pretty good stuff. Oh. Be more efficient and get the bigger loader, but no. We probably could afford it, but is it worth it? Just smash into everything, shall we? Yeah. Oh god. How long have we been streaming? 1 hour and 15 minutes. It's not bad. Made quite the turnout earlier as well. Pretty good. Checking chat settings just because of apparently I had one of the things off, so yeah. Hopefully we actually yield a decent yield of this gold, so we're not just sitting here wasting time. It's actually taking up a lot of time stripping to get this road built. Don't hit that. Might hit it. It's been one of those days. One of those days.
can't just really delete it because it's actually money that I've thrown away. Okay. Oh, yeah, there's a slight stream delay, so obviously it's like I'm like a minute ahead, or like maybe like 30 seconds ahead. Right now I'm already at the face of the wall and I'm back at the plant, and you're gonna see it lots more, but you know. There's a slight stream delay, you know. I'm already at the plant, dumping it. Pretty nice. There we go. Beautiful. May just have a little break stream in a minute or two. It depends really. You know, so we don't burn ourselves out. It'll be an hour stream and then another hour stream. Maybe later on. So you know, thank you for everyone coming out. Appreciate all the good chats we had earlier. If you're new around here, like, share, subscribe. You know how it goes.